interested only in CA and then got to know about CMA. And after that, I mean, I was just into CA. I was an extracurricular activity student right from my childhood, and academics I was also balancing very well. And after that, coming to articleship, I did my articleship from Deepak Agarwala and Co in Guwahati, from Guwahati from I mean like for 2 years, and then I was interested in industrial training, so I pursued my industrial training in internal audit and banking in Indian Oil Corporation later on. So coming to my extracurricular activities, I mean like the day was, I mean, like in the first year of articleship, I attended Guwahati conference. So then I was able to learn about the CS student paper presentations and everything. And then I got to know, and then I got motivated to present paper and get networking across the country. And after that, I presented papers in four national conferences across Vadodara, Ghaziabad, and Mangalore and Pune. And later on, I presented paper in this year in International CS Students Conference at Kolkata. So 5 conferences I did, and then I organized, I mean like Guwahati conference as well, by being an ICASA member for 1 year for the term 2022-2021 during my CS student journey. And then later on, I was also a part of Leo Club International of Guwahati CS students. And then I was like a public relationship officer for 2 years during my CS student journey. So along with that, I also mentored students across personally on LinkedIn platform as well as on Aspire CA platform as well. So this is from my side, and then coming to LinkedIn journey, we'll discuss once we start.
Yes, so as all of you know, आज का टॉपिक है हाउ टू ग्रो योरसेल्फ ऑन लिंक्डइन बेसिकली एंड लिंक्डइन टिप्स एंड हैक्स. सो पहला सवाल जो मेरे माइंड से आता है,
like, but sorry for interrupting, Ayush. Like we have with us Udit Goyal sir. He is basically an AM in GT.
Okay.
So like I specially called him. Are you there, sir?
hello Udit sir, nice to have you in the session.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, it's good to see everyone out there, the young ones. Go ahead, I'm just listening.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Now
Yeah.
we can.
So first question that comes into my mind personally, कि why I should be on LinkedIn and why I should focus on increasing my network over LinkedIn, right? So this is the first question that comes into mind and would like you both to answer. First, Muskan, that why should I grow on LinkedIn basically?
Yeah. So basically, I will divide this into two scenarios. First of all, if you are a student, like a CA student or any student, and secondly, you have a degree or you are a qualified person. So like coming towards a student, like 90% students will be like, हमारे पास reference नहीं है, but still we want to join a good firm because everyone want to work with best firms. Like nobody, it's a like mostly people prefer good firms. So when they say we don't have a reference, it is quite obvious that like obviously I also didn't have a single chartered in my family. So why LinkedIn is that LinkedIn is a platform where you will find the vacancies. You will have the right source from where to and how to apply. Like you will get the email IDs of HRs. You can directly contact the HRs through LinkedIn or the director, partner, senior managers of any firm, of your desired firm. You can talk with them. You can show them you are eligible. You are you are matching all the criteria. Like you have passed both group. You have good skills which they want. So you can basically get a chance to get into your dream firm, which then becomes as a student. Like this is only about articleship, but LinkedIn is not only about articleship, which I got to know in this past 1 year. Because when I joined, for me, I joined LinkedIn for only one purpose, that I want to get good articleship, so I want to get active on LinkedIn. But today, down the line, from 1 year, like my perspective has totally changed on LinkedIn through my experience, through my journey. LinkedIn is not only about having for jobs and all, it's about building a personal brand. Like in today's scenario, we are having 3 lakh started, and जब तक हम लोग बनेंगे तब तक और भी बढ़ जाएंगे, हो सकता है 4 लाख हो जाए. There are 4 lakh charted, there are 3 lakh charted, but we hardly know any 1,000, 100, so 20 charted. So building a personal brand is so important. And why is this important? Because if you are standing in a crowd and if someone came and say, okay, we know you from LinkedIn, it really feels good. Like I have experienced it so many times in CA conferences. Like Ayush, you have also seen it. So it really feels good when people appreciate you, when people know you. Like when people say that, okay, we know you from LinkedIn, it really feels good. And in today's world, it is quite obvious, it is quite important to have your own personal brand, because वही चीज है कि 3 लाख चार्टेड्स हैं. If you have to build your own identity, अब हर कोई मुकेश अंबानी नहीं बन सकता, हर कोई entrepreneur नहीं बन सकता. So being in that level, being in student level, it's very important to build a personal brand and to outshine yourself. Now coming post qualification, why LinkedIn is important? It may be because like you never know, your LinkedIn connection can be your next client. Your LinkedIn connection can be your next partner to your firm. Like there are so many advantages if we are listing down anything. Like if we are listing down, it will never be ending. So this is all from my side. Thank you.
So that's a very great answer, Muskan. You divided it into 2 parts. That was a very nice way of explaining it. Charan, would you like to, Sai Charan, would you like to add anything to this? What Muskan said? Hello, Sai.
Yeah. So I mean like for 2 times I used LinkedIn for. So I get to particular. LinkedIn has materially added so much value. I will tell you with examples from my experience. Coming to industrial training, it helped me. Okay. Is network not there?
I guess there is some
We can't
there is some
hear you
network issue from
clearly,
your side.
Sai.
Sai.
Yeah, there is a network issue.
Okay. It's back. Is it
Yes,
right
yes,
now?
it is good.
Yeah, it's okay. No.
Okay. So I will say you some particular experiences in which it has added lot of value. So as Muskan said, your next partner and like your next colleague may be your LinkedIn connection, and you never know. So one entered into the office of Indian Oil Corporation. There was this a finance manager, and I had to meet. I mean, he had to meet all Chinese on first day of joining. And then when he asked, did you find the opportunity like for the vacancy of Indian Oil Corporation? And then he got to know that I found the vacancy on LinkedIn. And then after that, he right away checked each of us. I mean, like each one of us profiles at that point of time. And then with the amount of knowledge I shared and amount of networking, like I had around 4,000 to 5,000 followers at that point of time, like in March 2021. So it actually gave a lot. I mean, like it actually gave a nice first impression on the first day itself that yes, he has established himself even before joining such a big corporation. So that was one of the finest experiences. And even as Muskan Agrawal said, someone will find you. I mean, like I know you on LinkedIn, and they come and meet you. So that is also a very good experience. And then while applying jobs, I mean, like when you apply on LinkedIn, it will actually take your profile. The recruiter finds you. I mean, like it's the first impression with someone. I mean, like with someone means the recruiter has on you. So whenever you are take LinkedIn very seriously. I mean, like okay, if you are looking for jobs, along with that, build your personal brand so that whenever who clicks on your LinkedIn URL while you're applying, it will actually give nice impression. I mean, like it will be effective. No, he has not made the profile only for the purpose of applying jobs. He has already established himself. It will bring a nice impression. And then when you're finding jobs, you actually send messages to lot of people. So when you send them messages, they will surely check your profile. Who are you? What have you been doing? I mean, like what is your activity status? Everything. If they find you inactive, then that gives a impression that you have made the profile just for the purpose of job. So I mean, like you are understanding. I mean, like take the two motives side by side. Don't just go on one motive only for personal branding or only for. I mean, like jobs will be. I mean, like for industrial training or jobs for articleship. That is definitely a helpful resource location for LinkedIn. And after that, coming to like if I say you one more example, they will take you the skills which you have in the LinkedIn profile. You have the option to select your skills in which you are proficient at. So whenever you apply for a job, it will take some of your particular skills whether you are having it or having in your profile. Like if I say I had Tally experience of 2 years, I had SAP experience of 1 year, I had MS Excel, I mean like Excel experience of 3 years, PPT experience of 3 years. So I mentioned these skills, and whenever I apply jobs, the recruiters will take your profile. I mean, like they will give preference to that who had actually had these skills. And for these skills, you have to take many assessment tests on your LinkedIn. So whenever you take that, it's a proof that you have mentioned and you are proficient at. So this will actually add a lot of value while applying for jobs. So as a chartered accountant, after qualifying, I have applied on LinkedIn and I know this they mention specific roles. I mean, like according to that, you can learn. And even before applying, if you want to know about the organization, send them requests, talk to them. You can actually speak to them and get to know everything about the organization. And even I got recently placed at Standard Chartered GBS in the ICA campus placement. So before applying, I connected with them on LinkedIn, and then they eventually helped me and they made me know about the organization very minutely. So that actually helped me in the interview process as well. So these are all the material things. I mean, uh, in the in the gender perspective, which can actually add value in the LinkedIn process. And even you can find once you go to the company profile, I mean, like company name profile. If you go down, you can find the people section, and then when you find people section, according to the location and according to the department, you can find the particular persons, and you can actually find the managers where you are going to work at. So talk to them, send them request. I mean, like what more LinkedIn can give you? I mean, like more than this. So this is from my personal experience from last 2 to 3 years. So I would like to say this from my side. Over to you, Ayush.
That's very nice explanation on why we should join LinkedIn. I hope all the participants understood what's the importance of LinkedIn in our life, right? So, Sai, a specific question to you, right? You are managing a lot of things together, and still you are able to get a rank,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, like, you are paper presenter, you are doing good on LinkedIn as well. You participated in many events, and still you are able to manage your studies along with it, right? What's the secret behind that?
Secret is that just go with the
Okay.
flow, but don't lose your ultimate aim in your
Hmm.
mind. So it's just that I am doing right now. I'm right now preparing the PPT for my conference. Do that PPT, focus on that, complete it fastly, and skip on to the next activity.
Okay.
That's it. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow, and just keep in your. I mean, like from my mind, the general target is that I have to complete 3 subjects CFNN classes in this year. I mean, like by the end of 2021. So in January 2021, I had target like 3 to 4 subjects by the end of 2021 at any cost, whatever might happen in how many competitions I participated. So once it is fixed and you are doing
Okay.
rest of the activities in the
Okay.
flow, it will always hit you when you are doing something or other. So that actually made me keep working on Sundays,
Okay.
Saturdays,
So
every
go
day,
with the
like
flow.
only just 6 hours of sleep and just
Right, right.
18 hours of work, like across those all those 3 years.
Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah.
So,
So that's the secret. Just go with the flow. Yeah.
next question, like जब मैं सोचता हूँ कि मेरे को लिंक्डइन पे फॉलोअर्स इंक्रीज करना है, ठीक है, तो मैं सोचता हूँ प्रोफाइल बनाई मैंने अपनी, राइट, प्रोफाइल ढंग से बना दी बहुत अच्छे
Your
से,
voice
मेरी आवाज़
is
आ रही है,
breaking.
हेलो, बट जब बारी
Yes.
आती है कंटेंट लिखने की,
I mean, like
जब
repeat
बारी
it
आती है
again.
कंटेंट लिखने की, क्या पोस्ट करूँ, तो कुछ आता नहीं दिमाग के अंदर. मुस्कान, उस केस में क्या करना चाहिए हमें? कहाँ से आता है आपके पास इतना कंटेंट लिखने के लिए?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, लाइक मैं ये बात बिल्कुल क्लियर करना चाहूंगी, आई एम नॉट बेसिकली अ सर्टिफाइड कंटेंट क्रिएटर. आई जस्ट पोस्ट वॉट एवर आई नो, वॉट एवर आई लाइक, एंड वॉट एवर आई थिंक आई कैन एड वैल्यू टू माई ऑडियंस. Like if you will like search out, scroll out my profile, it's not anything specific that I post something around it. It's just that whatever I learn, whatever I see, whatever I observe, because as an auditor we are good observers. So whatever I observe and I feel that it will add value to others also, I just share it. For example, like some of my posts, if you will see, recently articleship session was going on, so I had basically given so many interviews during my articleship phase. So what I had done is I had prepared a whole list of all the HR questions and all the technical questions which I have came across in all the firms which I have given, like more than 20 firms I have given interviews. So it basically, that post got viral. It basically got viral, and like everybody was liking that post. So because it was beneficial to all of them, it contained around 25. So and then like this was for articleship. Now other than that, what I used to post is that, like basically I cannot say about content creation, because like I just post whatever I like. That's it. Like there's no definition of content creation. Is that whatever you learn in your real life? Let's suppose an incident happened with you today, and like you just managed to, like an incident happened with me. It was something like a sports event of ICI, and the timings of those was 10 a.m. But I was very late. I reached from I left Gurgaon at 10 a.m. and I had to reach to after like the place where the event was held. It was around 1.5 hours away from my from Gurgaon. So I was very tense कि मैं तो 10 बजे ही निकल रही हूँ and the event is on 10 a.m. How I will reach? Like I will reach by 11:30. I will miss the competitions of the sports event. But what happened is that that event, like I even after knowing this, I went to that event. Then, like what happened is that that event actually started at around 12, like around 12 p.m. So it was worth it. So I just shared this story also on LinkedIn that sometimes you have to just like keep on trying. You cannot give up before trying. So all these things, like if any incident happened with you and you learned something, just post something real which you can connect. Like not just like कुछ भी बना बनाया नहीं, ऐसा कुछ भी post करोगे अगर आप that is related to your life, people will surely love it. एंड लाइक इस चीज में काफी मीम्स चलते रहते हैं कि ओला उबर के जो भी मीम्स बना के डालते हैं लोग एंड दे ऑल्सो गेट वायरल बिकॉज कहीं ना कहीं वो चीज सब लोग कनेक्ट कर पाते हैं कि ओला उबर कैंसिल कर देते हैं राइट्स एंड प्लस लाइक कुछ भी डाल देते हैं लोग के हाई हेलो ऑन लिंक्डइन कि हाई हाउ आर यू दिस काइंड ऑफ पोस्ट गेट वायरल ऑन लिंक्डइन द रीजन बीइंग एवरीवन कनेक्ट्स विद दोस नो मैटर लाइक it's just that whatever you are posting it should be real first second audience should get value from it like you are putting value to them and third uh, like uh, yeah I can remember only two now as of now like,
No issues, no issues. Sai, would you like to add anything to what Muskan said?
Yeah. Lot of things. So, first of all, you start with your achievements, your basic achievements. So whenever you do something great or when you win or you do anything, you post regarding your achievement, and that's your personal thing. Done. And after that, coming to as Muskan has explained very well regarding your experiences or incidents which you face in your real life, which can connect with the audience and they can learn something from it and they can absolutely connect with it. You can post regarding the experiences or incidents. And then the best thing which I loved is you are a constant source of something very important to the students. Like if I say my personal experience, I was part of ICASA Guwahati for 1 year. So we used to conduct a lot of webinars, seminars across the year, which are beneficial for CA students across India. So that was the time of COVID area, so COVID period. So everything was virtual, and CA students across the country found it useful that whenever I used to share the activities which used to be held in ICASA Guwahati, I used to post on LinkedIn, and then everyone got the opportunity to participate, and then it got viral that okay, this guy posts something which is important related to ICI Guwahati branch activities, so you can connect with him. So if anyone wants to connect with ICI Guwahati, talk to Sai Charan. So that's the way it has built. I mean, like if anyone wants to connect regarding ICI Guwahati, Sai Charan is there. You can connect with him on LinkedIn. He will help you regarding everything related to Guwahati branch. So that's one thing. And even with Leo Club of Guwahati, where I was with a member and public relation officer, so I used to post the activities. They also used to do lot of webinars for CA students. That thing. And permanent source means you can post the vacancies continuously. So there are many persons on LinkedIn who post random vacancies. I mean, like people just follow them because of the fact that they post vacancies. So this can also be there. And even coming to the last thing, this is something very, very important. You achieve success. You post your achievements. That's not the end. You have to actually make the people successful. That actually brings something meaningful. If I say my personal experience, yes, I gave my I presented papers, but I actually posted regarding lot of information regarding how to present papers, how to actually find the national conferences info and everything. Many students used to send me message how to prepare paper, send me your paper, like because of that. And still now the post is in my featured section of my profile, so people can find at any time. And I did industrial training, but I also wanted my followers or students to inspire from that, and they also should do industrial training. So I started educated regarding industrial training. So that's the best thing you can do. That actually makes you more successful. And then people find you very resourceful that yeah, yes, ये बंदा अपने लिए भी करता है, हमारे लिए भी करता है. So it actually spreads like a wildfire. And then this is I mean like the best thing on LinkedIn which you can post. You can actually educate people. And then one more best thing is that you actually post randomly along with the incidents which are happening, incidents which are happening. Like day before, day before yesterday, I posted regarding Virat Kohli. I mean, like what CA students can learn from Virat Kohli's journey. Like Komal Jain and Rajvi Nathwani, and actually they have joined in this program Unilever FLP. So many people, what is Unilever FLP? I mean like both of them posted exactly on the same day that they are going to join this particular organization. I mean like I was stuck. What is actually Unilever FRP? I researched the whole day entirely about it, and then I posted it. I posted on the day itself. It actually got viral. So you are just keeping yourself alert along with the incidents which are happening, and you create content out of it. So these are achievements, experiences, incidents. I mean, like randomly creating content, and exactly you have to keep it very professional. I mean, like I believe in this. Keep it professional. So it actually increases your impression. I mean, like this is from my side. I hope you get a lot of insights from this.
Exactly.
And one more thing, like I would like to add, like you can also start your own series or like something else. For example, previously, like 2 months back, like around 4 to 5 months back, I had started an articleship series where I posted so many questions, like which usually goes around in every student mind, and which was in my mind few months back. So I had posted around 10 to 12 posts, like whether you should join mid-side, whether you should join big course, what are the benefits, or pre-result drive, or anything else. So all these things, my audience connected because my audience was mainly CA students and who were searching for these answers. And when I was clearly telling out my experience and what is my personal opinion, people were liking my content because the simple reason is that more or less we all have a same thinking. Like 60% of the audience want to join big course. This is a very clear statement. So whenever anyone has this like doubt that whether they should go for a specialization or mid-size, or like how to prepare for interviews and how to crack those interviews. So I started that series, and to be honest, it went really well. For so many posts that I posted, and many people get connected to me at that time only. And like moreover, as Sai said, you can add your achievements also. If you will scroll out, before I was into this, as I already mentioned in my introduction, when I joined, my only purpose was to get articleship. So basically, I was posting every certification course I was doing. I have done almost 25 courses, and I have posted all of them on LinkedIn just to get the recruiter eyes catchy on my profile, and it really worked because I got few responses from senior person to whom I was reaching out. They just said, okay, you have done so many certification courses, like this is a nice effort made by you. So anything you do good, anything you see any certificate or something else, just post it on LinkedIn. People will appreciate you. It's not Instagram that you will not, like your friends will get jealous or something else. It's LinkedIn. You will get surely more likes on LinkedIn's post than on Instagram post. I can guarantee you this.
Exactly. LinkedIn is the professional Instagram, right? Professional Facebook, Instagram, and everything where you can connect with a lot of people, right? So, so Muskan, as you said, your motivation to start posting on LinkedIn was you find your articleship, right? So articleship मिल गई, उसके बाद फिर क्या कर रहे हो LinkedIn को छोड़ के नहीं दिया?
Okay, like this is the question I was not expecting at all. Anybody would ask me this. So yeah.
Seriously, I was also very active on LinkedIn before I found my articleship. But after I got it, I stopped posting, right? कुछ बहुत ही ज़्यादा inactive हो गया.
He is saying connections बढ़ाने का craze. So Tushar is saying. So yeah, okay. Let me be very honest.
So let me tell you, it's more to do with FOMO kind of thing she's having.
No. Okay.
Wait.
No, sir. Let's not discuss our DM chat over here. So see, I will again divide this into two parts. So basically, when I joined LinkedIn on August, my main motive was this. But as I told you, as I started as I started using LinkedIn now, like my mentality got changed. It was around, I joined in August, and it was somewhere around October or November. I came across a profile. So like she's not here, but I literally wanted if she could hear this live. But we are recording the session now. Yeah, okay. So yeah. So in August I joined, but somewhere around October or November I came across a profile, and that profile was of Sanskrithi Pandey. Okay. So like everybody knows her, I think, because she is basically the LinkedIn queen, according to me. Like she's having 37 around, and like I just follow her for this LinkedIn thing. So it was like when I came across her profile, I was like, oh my god, like I was very much uh, impressed by her profile. Like whatever she was doing, she was actually creating a content. She was content creator at that time also. She was like very famous. Like as if you were listening to us, we were listening to them at that time, 1 year back. So there I realized the importance of personal brand, because I actually got flunked by her profile. When I saw her profile for the first time, I was like, oh my god, this is a very good thing. I need at least 1% of this. Like I never thought I will get 22,000 connections on LinkedIn, to be very frank. Like nobody knows this, but when I joined LinkedIn, you won't believe I deactivated my account 2 times a week. The reason was when I joined, I had 0 connections, obviously. And when I was seeing others, everyone was having 2,000, 3,000 connections. So for me, the person who was having 2,000 connection also, na, he was like Ambani for me on LinkedIn. He was like a celebrity for me. And I was like, मेरे तो 100-200 भी नहीं होंगे, मुझे तो कौन ही follow करेगा? Because at that time, I was not a CA finalist. I didn't have a Big Four tag. I was not a ranker. I do not have a regular college. So I didn't have anything, any tag to attach on my profile जिससे मुझे लोग follow करें. Because people usually follow through these criteria only initially. Like after a long period of time, these things doesn't matter. But initially, people will like to connect with you if you are having a brand name. So I was like, मुझे तो 100-200 भी नहीं आएंगे followers. So I deactivated my account 2 times within a week. But the thing was, like मैं थोड़ा जिद्दी हूँ, तो मैंने वापस से reinstall किया अपना account. And then when after I saw Sanskrithi's profile, my perspective changed. I was like, okay, मुझे इतना ज़्यादा तो नहीं चाहिए, because इतना ज़्यादा मैं कभी कर नहीं सकती. At least अगर इसका मुझे 1% भी मिल जाए ना, like this recognition, my profile is also like very good, people know me, I will be very happy. So from there, my perspective changed. And why you have not left LinkedIn now? Because like सब लोग बोलते हैं कि LinkedIn चलाने का खोलने का टाइम नहीं मिलता. Like I get this DMs on regular basis from my friends also कि we are in the same firm, or you are also in Big Four, we are also in Big Four or Big Six. हमें LinkedIn खोलने का नहीं टाइम मिल रहा, and how you are posting this much. So very basic answer for this. If you guys are having time for posting stories on Instagram, for texting on WhatsApp, you can have a time on LinkedIn as well. It's just a matter to what you have to pay attention. Like if you want priorities, like you have to just set the priorities, because people will post something on Instagram, but they don't have time to open the LinkedIn. How these both things can be like possible at the same time? So it's just a matter whether you want to be actually build your profile or not. It's just a matter of that. If someone is interested कि हाँ ठीक है भाई, मुझे भी अपना personal brand चाहिए. Like it's not that कि LinkedIn में 50 like इतने करोड़ों लोग हैं and I am one among them. I just want a personal brand. You will surely do it. And मुझे नहीं पता मेरे followers over the time इतने कैसे हुए, क्या हुए. बस मेरे दिमाग में एक चीज़ बैठ गई थी अक्टूबर नवंबर में कि मुझे ऐसा मानना है कि at least some people know me. मतलब I wasn't expecting, to be honest. अभी भी मेरे 22,000 followers हैं, and मैंने जिस दिन शुरू किया था ना, like I didn't expect it 2,000 also from me, to be honest. Like this is not a myth, but I said to my friends also कि यार मेरा तो नहीं हो पाएगा, because मतलब कौन ही मुझे follow करेगा. But things changed. Why? Because I wanted to have that. So if you have a desire, you have something in your mind, it will automatically happen. Like you will start doing those things. I started creating, writing. I started doing this thing. So it happened automatically. It's just that you should have a mindset. It's just that.
Exactly, I got it. So basically,
And one more thing, why I am not leaving LinkedIn is that because at that time I was not having an audience, like nobody know me, but now I am having my own audience. So I have to take care of them. Like I cannot just vanish just because my purpose is solved. I cannot go
so
away from
basically,
LinkedIn because
your
it's just
motive
a part
of
of my
being on
life.
LinkedIn is to create a personal brand, and
Basically,
personal brand. I said right.
yeah, personal brand, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, personal
So
brand.
the last question that I have, after that we will have a Q&A session, right? So what is the importance of maintaining consistency on posting on LinkedIn? Right? Is it necessary? Right? How much necessary it is? Sai, I would like you to answer it first.
Yeah, definitely. So initially, I mean, like my motive to open a LinkedIn account is just to explore actually what it is. So I opened first time in June 2018 after giving my CA inter group 1. I mean, like I just wanted to explore what actually LinkedIn is. I just know that it is a professional networking platform, and I just wanted to know. I just wanted to see what actually happens on this platform, and I used it, and I used it. I mean, like after that, I just got to know people post achievements here, and they post the job vacancies here, and then they do. I mean, like a lot of professional stuff, everything here. And one more trend which I have seen post-COVID era is I have seen lot of exactly. I mean, like lot of CA articleship students learning the importance of LinkedIn even before entering in. I mean, like becoming a CA. I mean, like because I am using since 2018, 2018, 2019, 2020. I've been using it, but then I just used to see. I didn't do anything. I didn't used to comment. I didn't used to send connections to anyone. I didn't do absolutely. I did absolutely nothing during that period of time. I mean, like over for 1.5 to 2 years, my connections were like 100, 200. That's it. I mean, like people whom I know personally. But one day I attended a webinar on. I mean, like organized by Vikasa Ahmedabad. So I mean, like the mentor was Sampak A Sanchdeva. He had almost 77,000 followers at that point of time in the first half of 2020. And then he actually guided many things regarding LinkedIn, how actually how can you influence people and educate people about you, or like what you learn or anything. And then that day changed entire perspective on LinkedIn, and then I started using it consistently. So like if you take consistency in hand, I mean, like use it, and then the first thing you can do is observe the post. I mean, like how do they write? Like once you write the post, the first line is very important, because reading the first line actually gives you the impression that yes, I have to click on read more to know the full information of that particular post. So observe, I mean, like seriously, and then you will automatically learn the art of writing. And then after observing, you comment on other people's posts. Don't just comment for the sake of commenting. Comment something which adds value to the post. So after that, observing, commenting, and then you come to writing. You come to posting. And then once you start posting, fix yourself the time limits when you post. Sometimes achievements come randomly, so there won't be a day you have to actually post. So whenever you achieve, you post. That's it. But rest of the days, what actually happens? As I said, keep yourself alert. Like when you relate something, you have to post. And then fix your, I mean, like I fix myself a time limit that in a week I have to post at least one thing, at least one incident, at least one. I just sit randomly. I'm just scrolling down my phone. I just keep my, I mean, like subconsciously, my mind will be running regarding, is there something with which I can add value to my followers? Is there something? Am I getting something? Am I getting something? I just keep my mind running. If you keep your mind running, you will automatically get something. I mean, like I can write this and give you, you will surely get something which you can add followers. I mean, like which you can add value to your followers. Then after that, you will automatically get content, and fix yourself the target that this is the content which I'm going to post this every day Friday, or fix that every day Saturday morning, fix that, or you get time on Sunday, fix like that after Sunday morning breakfast I'm going to post every week. That's it. Or randomly prepare notes of yourself that like these are the motivational quotes which I'm getting. I have, I mean, like I have certain notes in my phone. Like every time I get some or the other ideas, I keep noting down it that. Like there is lot of content still, I mean, like still left pending which I have to post. But I kept the target that every 2 to 3 days I have to post something. I just take the notes. I keep posting. So that's the consistency which you have to keep.
Exactly.
And then people, it might happen that you post something will be very valuable and you don't get the engagement. It will surely happen in the beginning, and it will hurt you like anything. Like you gave something which is very valuable, but people are not giving you likes, or not giving you anything. But don't get demotivated to posting. Keep posting. When you keep posting, initially after 2 to 3 posts, people might like you, and then they will go to profile, and then they will see your activity status, you will see the previous post, and then they will start liking you. So never get demotivated that you are not getting engagement or something. Keep writing, keep writing, keep writing, keep posting consistently. Your profile will be appearing every time they open your feed, and then it will automatically motivate you. And then one day your post will get viral. Everyone will send you demo. Everyone will send you, like DMs, like it actually inspired you or it actually gave them value. Then after that, don't worry about consistency. You will automatically post by yourself.
Exactly.
It's just the initial period where you get out of your demotivation, where you have to keep the consistency. Once you get the encouragement from the audience, done. The work is done, and then just keep posting. You will get, like keeping the notes or like keeping the thoughts collected at a certain place, so that you can post after some time, or just posting randomly. So this is the consistency which you can keep. Like I kept it for 1.5 year, and then after that, because of my CA final preparation, I just kept my LinkedIn away for 6 months. Like from January 2022 to May 2022, for like 5 months, I kept away. So the consistency was entirely gone. Many people forgot. Like yeah, I had actually 11,500 like connections I had, and then after that, people were like they forgot. Like because my name wasn't appearing, and then when I started posting in June, like who is this guy? Like they will be like back to normal, back to the starting point. So it will be like this. So I am facing right now. Like for 1 or 2 months, I just faced that. Like face the difficulty of not keeping the consistency. I didn't find the engagement. I posted very valuable things, but I didn't get the engagement again.
Okay.
And then I restarted the process. And then
Exactly.
I'm
So
like,
exactly, Sai, we got what you're trying to say.
yeah, I think you understood the process of how to give the consistency and what are the struggles which a LinkedIn post. Like the person who is posting can create. Like how will he face? So this is from my side.
Exactly, Sai, we got your point. That was a very nice explanation on that. Muskan, do you have anything to add what Sai said? And after that, we will go to the participants for Q&A. You're on mute, Muskan.
Voice.
Yeah, I would like to add, because consistency normally means you are doing something daily. Like consistency means आप कोई काम daily कर रहे हो. But the thing is, it's not actually look good, and it is not even required that you post something daily. Like हर दिन post करना, it's not even required. बस आपको ये maintain करके चलना है कि the day, like your frequency of posting is such that जो भी connection है आपका audience का, that is not getting, like वो connection नहीं टूटना चाहिए बस. भले ही आप 4 दिन में एक बार पोस्ट कर रहे हो, हफ्ते में एक बार, डेली कर रहे हो, या फिर अल्टरनेट डेज में कर रहे हो, द मेन थिंग इज जो आपका कनेक्शन है आपके ऑडियंस के साथ, वो नहीं टूटना चाहिए. एज इन ना 15 डेज का ब्रेक लेना है एंड ना डेली पोस्ट करना है. इट्स जस्ट दैट जस्ट पोस्ट समथिंग अराउंड 3 डेज में एक बार कर दिया, 4 दिन में एक बार कर दिया, जब फ्री हो तब कर दिया. इट्स जस्ट दैट यू डोंट हैव टू टेक लिंक्डइन सो सीरियसली, because it's a professional platform, but it's not your job. Like you have other things to do as well. If you are only focusing only LinkedIn, then it's not at all worth it. Like you should, like LinkedIn should not be consuming you. You should be using LinkedIn. So this is a very this Vedant asked that we get addicted. It is very true. We get addicted. Even I was also addicted at a point of time. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you have to set your targets. You have to set your bars. Just post not for getting like as Sai said, initially you will not get engagement. This is very true, and it happens with everyone. Like if you are seeing a content creator on LinkedIn, he is having 30 to 40,000. If you will ask him also, see, he was not getting any response in his initial phases, because this is like how it happens. But the thing is, you should not get demotivated with it. You should just keep trying, because एक दिन ऐसा आएगा, जैसे मैंने बोला, like I also didn't expected कि इतना 22,000 मेरे फॉलोअर हो जाएंगे. I never expected, but हो गए ना. तो एक दिन ऐसा आएगा कि चीजें ऐसी होगी, you will also not realize कि now what's happening. So just keep on posting, just don't lose your heart. That's it.
So just never give up and keep working on what you want to achieve, right? So now the stage is open for all the participants who would like to ask some questions from both of our star speakers.
Ayush has posted one query in the chat box.
Yes, can you read it out, Unnat, for us?
Yeah, sure. Like, I really don't know how to figure it out that which profiles are genuine and which are not, because their profile seems very nice, but in the DMs they message so creepy and they are so cringe that which makes me like feel very sad that knowing the reality you are getting such a nice profile and then you are texting it in a very so like how we can judge that which profiles are being genuine and they genuinely want to talk to you regarding something good.
Okay. Can I answer?
Yes, I go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, random DMs means, I mean, like, someone is asking you for reference or, I mean, like that. Unat?
Not really reference. I got some message by an unknown person who is having a very nice profile, and he's saying that I want to make you
Yeah,
my
I would
partner
like
in
to
some.
I would like to answer this because this happens a lot. So yeah, what I can say is that here, look, your question is valid, but the thing is that like I will again answer it in two parts. First thing is this: you cannot judge a person by his profile because like in our real life also कोई इंसान ऐसा लगता है कि like he is in a very good position, बस उसकी भी हरकतें ऐसी हो सकती हैं. So we cannot judge according to that. Just make sure whenever you get to know this, block that person straight away. No need to defame him, no need to write
Yeah.
anything because the thing is, अगर आप defame कर रहे हो तो उसमें आपका भी नाम आ रहा है. And the thing is, that other person is doing this, he don't have a image, he don't want to keep his image. So just block him at that very moment. And second thing, how to know whether a profile is genuine or not. The thing is that just scroll out his profile, just see his achievements, just see his activity. Just see his activity. If you are finding any suspicious activity, it's very obvious that account is fake or that is basically for spamming. And if you find something value addition, if he has posted something or something like that, then it's good to go. And moreover, कौन कैसा है ये तो like 10 से 15 मिनट की बात के बाद ही हम पहचान सकते हैं. So that thing.
I mean, like, first impression में तो if you see his activity status, you will get to know everything. I mean, like, he is randomly posting in every comment, like, regarding the spamming thing or everything. You can get the initial impression. And even if you get something doubt, you can just talk for 5 to 10 minutes, as Muskan Agrawal said, and then you can get the impression. Yeah.
And like moreover, like this question is valid, but the thing is, you will find these kind of people even on Telegram, even on Insta, even
Yes.
on WhatsApp. Someone will
Yes.
arrange your number from somewhere. So this is a basic thing. Like we cannot escape from it. All we can do is just block that person or just remove your whole frustration on that person and block it. That's all.
The
He will never
frustration
message
on the
you
part is
again.
great. Muskan is great.
Yeah, just blog. Just blog. Just don't remember anything.
Vedang Sevani has a question. He has posted in the chat box. Would you like to read Vedang? Vedang. Hello, Vedang, are you there? Okay, so I will read out for him. Want to hear from Sai if it did affect studies. What was the extent for Sai and how did you cope up that? So basically, he's asking that if you got addicted to LinkedIn, how did you cope up with that and focused on your studies?
Yeah, I mean, लिंक एडिक्शन तो लिंक्डइन के साथ भी हुआ है, इंस्टाग्राम के साथ भी हुआ है, फेसबुक के साथ भी हुआ है. When like in the initial days, when you get right engagement, when you get good DMs, I mean, like, people are responding with lot of encouragement, तुमको सब कुछ मिल रहा है, सब कुछ अच्छा मिल रहा है, एडिक्शन होगा ही ज़रूर. वो I mean, like, you can't stop good things to happen, and you feel like you want to do more and more, you want to invest more time in it and do more. And then the day comes when it actually starts impacting the other areas of your life. Like LinkedIn के वजह से तुम्हारा ऑफिस में तुम्हारा मतलब काम नहीं हो पा रहा है. You are not able to focus, or like you are not able to invest. I mean, like, suddenly you are studying and in between you just wanted to check your LinkedIn profile, how many likes did I get on my post. Like, all these things happen. So what I actually did is I just kept LinkedIn away for some days. I mean, like, almost for 15 to 20 days, I just kept LinkedIn away. I didn't open my profile. I didn't see any DMs or nothing. Nothing. I just didn't post. So I just made myself normalized. Let LinkedIn come to zero in my mind, and then I lost everything. And then I started. I mean, for after 15 to 20 days, it just happened over 2 to 3 weeks, and then I took LinkedIn again, And this time I have seen the entire scenario happening with me. I started rebuilding again with focusing normally, not just getting consumed by all the appreciation just I get. I want appreciation in every area of my life, not just LinkedIn. And then I started investing in my life as well, and then in LinkedIn as well. After that, I never took LinkedIn seriously. I'm saying this openly. After that, when I came out of that addiction, no one takes LinkedIn seriously after that. You keep everything at a boundary level, like only up to that level LinkedIn will actually affect me. So now what happens is I post and I just leave.
So next question we have from Raghavendra. Uh, so his question is, I try for newsletters, magazines, etc. as well. I want to know from our speakers, is it okay to post such long articles on LinkedIn too? Or what should be the estimate length of article if I want to write regularly on LinkedIn?
Like newsletters related to what?
He's asking
Just
what should
unmute
be the
yourself.
length
You
of
will
the
be
article you are or post you are writing, or
okay.
it can be very long,
Okay.
like magazine or something.
Okay. So, like, if you are asking me personally, my every like, if I write whatever I have to write, no matter how it, even if it's two-liner statement, or even if it is 200 words statement, or it is 2000 word statement, and you won't believe मेरे साथ ऐसा बहुत बार हुआ है कि LinkedIn खुद बोल देता है कि your word limit has been exceeded. अब हम इससे ज़्यादा नहीं सुन सकते आपको. Then I just cut down my post and make it into two parts, or either I paste it in my comments. I just convey whatever I have to convey, because the thing is, if you are compromising with your content, you will not get satisfied, because before satisfying the public or the audience, you have to satisfy yourself with your
Correct.
content. So just post, जितनी भी लेंथ हो रही है उतनी पोस्ट कर दो. It's not anything कि कुछ भी फिक्स है कि you have to post only 10 lines, something like that. It's just that it should be something which is innovative, which is unique, and which will add value to others. That's it. Because मेरे साथ ऐसा बहुत बार हुआ है कि लिमिट एक्सीड हुई है, बट आई इवन पोस्टेड आफ्टर दैट, क्योंकि मुझे वो सब पोस्ट करना होता था. मेरी कहानी 2 लाइन में नहीं खत्म हो सकती उस चीज़ की. सो आई एक्सप्लेन माई होल थिंग, बिकॉज इफ यू आर एक्सप्लेनिंग हाफ थिंग, हाफ ऑफ द ऑडियंस कुछ और पर्सपेक्टिव बनाएगी, कुछ और पर्सपेक्टिव बनाएगी. जो शायद आप कन्वे करना चाह रहे हो वो कन्वे नहीं हो पाएगा. इसलिए लेंथ डजंट मैटर, इट्स वन एंड द सेम थिंग अकॉर्डिंग टू मी.
Okay, Sai, any additions?
Yeah, I have my answer. Like like Muskan said, length मतलब लंबा हो या छोटा हो चलेगा. But another thing is, before you post it, you read it, like for your self satisfaction and everything. Think from the reader's perspective. मतलब वो जब पढ़ रहा होगा क्या सोच रहा होगा. मतलब कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है ना, मतलब यू रीड समथिंग, क्यों इतना बोल रही है भाई, क्यों भाई, इसको छोटा में भी कन्वे कर सकता है ना, क्यों इतना लंबा मतलब बोलने का ज़रूरत है क्या. मतलब इट कैन इरिटेट योर रीडर्स माइंड. like you read something on a magazine, like it was very brief and clear, like only just one line said an entire story, like ऐसे भी लग सकता है. so I mean like initially हाँ मतलब ऐसे exceed होता था, बहुत बार exceed हुआ है. like whenever it exceeded, I used to keep it in parts. और like this specific part used to say something about like मैंने इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग के पार्ट्स लिखे थे, लाइक इन ईच इंटरव्यू स्टेज, और शुरुआत से एंडिंग तक कैसे करनी है, तो अलग अलग पार्ट्स लिखा था बिकॉज इट एक्सीडेड द लेंथ. बट जब भी सोच रहे हो, रीड इट फ्रॉम योर, आई मीन लाइक अपने फ्रेंड को दिखा दो एक बार बिफोर पोस्टिंग इट, लाइक हाउ वो कैसे फील करता है, सही है, उसका एक बार फेस पे एक्सप्रेशन देखो, उसको पढ़ते वक्त कैसे लग रहा है. तो यू विल एक्चुअली गेट दैट. आई मीन लाइक ऑडियंस का पल्स कैसे समझ रहा है. अभी वैसे मूवी निकालता है डायरेक्टर, ही विल थिंक फ्रॉम ऑडियंस पर्सपेक्टिव, ये सीन देख रहा होगा, उसको कैसे लग रहा होगा, ये सीन को और अच्छे से बोल सकता था इसने, मतलब लेकिन इसने ऐसे बोला. तो सी इट, आई मीन लाइक वो प्रोफेशनल रखो और कंसाइज रखो, जितना पॉसिबल है उतना कंसाइज रखो, एंड मेक, आई मीन लाइक वो जब कंसाइज होता है, यू यूज़ मोर प्रोफेशनल वर्ड्स, लाइक यू यूज़ प्रॉपर, आई मीन लाइक टू मेक इट शॉर्ट. तो ये एक याद रखना कि ऑडियंस कभी इरिटेट नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर हुए, वो इंप्रेशन बदल देता है, तुम कितना भी अच्छा काम करो. लाइक यू आर डूइंग ए गुड थिंग, बट मेथड सही नहीं है, इट कैन इम्पैक्ट द फ्लो. तो वो
Yeah,
सोच
but
कर।
like I would like to add something else because वो बात ठीक है, you should be very concise with what you are writing. But the thing is, कुछ stories ऐसी होती हैं वो 2-3 लाइन में नहीं खत्म हो सकती
हाँ
जब तक
हाँ।
आप उसको पूरा explain नहीं करो. Because if you are explaining your story, it cannot be over in 2 lines. So it's okay. It's just that whatever you are writing, it should not be an essay. It should not be like it should not be irrelevant. If even if you are writing a long paragraph and each and every word is relevant, it's worth it. क्योंकि हर चीज 2 लाइन में लाइक वी कैन नॉट फिनिश एंड अगेन हर चीज हर पैराग्राफ में भी नहीं लिखना सही रहता बिकॉज नोबडी इज गोइंग टू हैव दैट मच टाइम टू रीड ईच एंड एवरी पोस्ट दैट मच लॉन्ग. यू हैव टू जस्ट मेंटेन दैट व्हाट जहां पर आप शॉर्ट कर सकते हो वहां पर शॉर्ट इज फाइन बट जहां पर नहीं कर सकते वहां तो ऑब्वियसली पूरा डालना पड़ेगा.
Great.
And someone asked this like about certification courses. Like I was just opening my LinkedIn for that. So some of those I would like to mention, like Gaurav Gupta asked, and
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
else also asked. Yeah. So like basically there are 3 to 4 sites. The first one which I do is from the Forage, FORAGE. You will get from all the big fours, like mainly from PwC, you will get financial audit virtual case experience. KPMG, you will get the virtual case experience. And like there is also for JP Morgans and like other investment banking firms from Credit Suisse also. So from Forage also you can do these value addition course because if you are doing course of okay, yeah, I will just check the yeah, it is Forage, FORAGE. So in that you can, if you are doing a course from PwC and KPMG and posting out those certificates in your profile, it automatically looks attractive. If you are writing those certification courses in your resume, the recruiter knows that you are willing to join their firm. You are like interested in big course basically. Some other courses is from Udemy, like Udemy or Udemy, whatever we say, UDEMY. There also you will get these all courses are free. Like I did 25 courses and no one is paid except that Microsoft Excel one, which I did from Excel 91. Sorry, Edu 91. Yeah, so Udemy also you can do many free certification courses. Like I did for internal audit and one more I didn't remember. Then again there is a like platform name with CA Monk. Like they also have so much different for Excel, for stock marketing, crypto, and English speaking course, and many other courses also they have for free of course. You can attend those also. So there are three. So there are 3 now: Forage, Udemy, and CA Monk, and one more. There is a site named LeapUp, LEAP UP. LeapUp करके एक site है. It's basically for financial modeling and those valuations. Like it's basically about MBAs, but yes, certifications. If you want to learn, if you are interested in finance, then you can definitely do this also from LeapUp. And then there is another site with name Corporate Finance Institute. Yeah, actually I have asked Ayush. You are typing now.
Actually, I missed
Okay, I will type.
it. If you can repeat the names.
Okay, I will
again.
write it. I will write also after telling. I will write
Yeah.
all the names. There is a site also named with Corporate Finance Institute (CFI). It is very famous. Like जितने भी आप certification courses देखोगे, mostly लोग इससे करते ही करते हैं. So from there also you will get many courses like
Thank you, Anand, for sharing
reading
that.
financial statements and math fundamentals. Or I will make a list and share after this. Fundamental mathematics also.
Okay.
So like this you can have many certification courses. And other than that, अगर आपके like there are many organizations like Ant Club also organized, Catalyst Club is also there. If you participate in them, you will definitely get a certificate. You can add that also in your profile. And I will be sharing the names with you in chat.
Okay, so Muskan, do one thing.
So,
Share
yeah,
the links
like
with
I
me. I
mentioned
will
around
share that
5
in the
to
discussion of the Ant Club group, right? So that will be
Yeah,
great.
sure.
Right. So yeah. So guys, here we are at the end of the session, right? It's 9. So if you have any more queries, you can share that in our discussion group. Both Muskan and Sai are there in the discussion group. They will be answering your queries there. I hope Muskan and Sai are okay with it, right? So at the end, I would
Yeah.
like everyone to turn on their cameras for a group selfie or group screenshot selfie, what we say that. Yes. That's great. Thank you very much, Muskan and Sai, for coming and joining us for this session. This session was really insightful, and I hope all the participants also enjoyed it. सबको मज़ा आया ना सेशन में?
Yes, yes.
आप सबके फीडबैक्स चाहिए, आप सबके फीडबैक्स चाहिए,
Any feedback or any
हाँ।
review?
आप सबके फीडबैक्स चाहिए,
Any feedback?
चाहे
or
यहाँ
any
पे दो,
review?
यस यस जरूर देंगे आपको।
हाँ। अपने
अरे
अपने
यार।
फीडबैक सब डिस्कशन ग्रुप में डाल देना। मैं सबका एक कोलाज टाइप ऑफ बना के आई विल पोस्ट दैट ऑन लिंक्डइन। मुस्कान विल आल्सो पोस्ट दैट ऑन लिंक्डइन एंड साई विल आल्सो पोस्ट दैट ऑन लिंक्डइन, राइट? हाँ, ठीक है गाइस, ग्रेट। ठीक है भाई, वी विल सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन नेक्स्ट संडे 8 PM मोस्ट प्रोबेबली, राइट? या
Hey Ayush, hi Ayush, hi.
यस, एंड क्या बोल रहे हैं?
Can you send the group link again in the chat box?
Sure, just a second. So
So can I ask one doubt?
yeah, Harshit, you can also ask.
Yeah.
यार मैं भी मतलब जैसे लिंक्डइन पे नया हूँ, जैसे मुस्कान बता रही थी वो कब नई थी जब आर्टिकलशिप के लिए उसने शुरू करा था देखने के लिए। तो अभी लिंक्डइन पे दो चीज़ें होती है, कनेक्शंस होते हैं, एक फॉलोअर्स होते हैं। तो मतलब मुझे एग्जैक्टली बताना कि दोनों का फ़ायदा क्या होता है। मतलब वैसे तो पता है कि कनेक्शंस होते हैं, वो भी फॉलो कर रहे हैं, हम भी फॉलो कर रहे हैं, बट दोनों में से क्या बेनिफिशियल है, क्या चीज़ है?
Yeah, so I will explain this. It's basically ज़्यादा कुछ difference नहीं है, but the thing is, if you are in a content creator mode या मतलब उसमें ना दो मोड होते हैं. I exactly don't remember the name. Just give me a second. So basically connections means
Creator mode.
yeah, creator mode. Yeah. So if basically if you are in the creator mode, then you will get these two options. Otherwise, you will get only one option, that is for connection. Connections और followers में difference क्या है? Connections can directly DM you, followers cannot. And the reason why followers cannot, because उन्होंने आपको connection request नहीं भेजी, उन्होंने आपको follow किया है. So there is a difference between both. If someone is your connection, he or she can DM you. But if he or she is just your follower and not your connection, like there is a difference. एक होता है ना mutually exclusive. The one who is your connection is already your follower, but the one who is your follower may or may not be your connection. So follower basically means he will follow you, he will like your post, but he cannot DM you. The reason being because उसने आपको connection request नहीं भेजी. तो ये दो बस इतनी difference और कुछ नहीं.
अच्छा, एंड वन मोर थिंग, जैसे कनेक्शंस होते हैं, जैसे मेरे अगर अराउंड 300 कनेक्शंस हैं,
Yeah.
तो उसमें से मैं जानता तो अराउंड मुश्किल से 100 कहूँगा,
हाँ.
तो बाकी 200 क्या मतलब नॉन बेनिफिशियल होते हैं? क्या कुछ फायदा है उनका?
या उनका फ़ायदा है. उनका फ़ायदा ये है बिकॉज लाइक इट्स नॉट योर प्राइवेट लाइफ कि आप सिर्फ उन्हीं लोगों को कनेक्ट करो जिनको आप जानते हो. इट्स अ प्रोफेशनल लाइफ. So the more number of people you are connecting, the more engagement will be on your post. अगर कोई एक बंदा भी आपकी पोस्ट लाइक कर देता है जो आपको नहीं जानता, उसके सारे जितने भी कनेक्शन है उसमें आपकी पोस्ट चली जाएगी. So it's
एक क्वेश्चन मेरी
definitely
तरफ से है मुस्कान.
Okay.
सो नॉर्मली
Yeah.
आप सबकी कनेक्शन रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट करते हो या फिर सिर्फ कुछ सिलेक्टेड लोगों की करते हो?
no, I accept everybody's request.
एंड सही.
इन्होंने थोड़े दिन पहले मेरी
Yes,
भी करी।
Ayush.
बट वी शुडंट।
Actually,
I think
we
we should
shouldn't.
because
We
the
shouldn't.
thing is we don't have time to review all the connection requests. To be honest, this is a
एंड साई
step.
व्हाट डू यू डू?
I don't have time.
बट स्टिल
Like right now also I am having 100+ connection requests. I don't have a time to review all those, just check all of them. I accept it, and after that if something happens with me कि कोई मुझसे बदतमीजी से बात कर रहा है, I instantly block that person. That's
ओके.
it.
Like, hi Ayush, hi Muskan, hi Sai. I was actually trying to ask this question. I dropped it in the text 2 times, but this was not
Okay.
addressed. So,
So credits
thank
to
you
Aman for this
asking.
question.
Like, I also I also feel that all the connections should not be accepted because like
I have.
every connection is not beneficial.
Actually, Sai is
Every
trying to
connection
say
is not
something
of
on
your,
it. I guess you should.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So whenever you are accepting the connection, I actually see basically 3 things are visible whenever you are accepting someone's connection: their profile pic, their name, and their headline. So these 3 things are possible. Name कभी किसी का बदल नहीं सकता. So you can actually see the profile pic and the headline. And profile pic, if it is formal and professional, तुमको उसको देख के ही पता चलेगा. If the profile pic is not formal, I mean like उधर से ही impression खत्म, and then I don't accept. And then if the formal pic is okay, I mean like the pic is professional, okay, and then I see the headline. Headline उसने properly किया है. I mean like in the headline only there are spelling mistakes. You can find. बहुत लोगों का होता है. So if the headline is not proper or not connecting to your profession, or it is entirely from, I mean, like, you are getting someone from an IT guy, I mean, like, or from someone from MBBS, you are getting a connection. फायदा नहीं है. So I
Yeah.
just like it, it's not in the headline, so I just remove it. So only profile pic and headline are the criteria on which you can accept or not
Got
accept.
it. Ria was trying to say
Yeah,
something.
but I would
Perfect.
like to
Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to add something on this. Like recently, not recently, but 2 3 months back, I had received a message from a girl. She was having only 17 connections, no nothing, no DP, nothing. But her doubt was genuine. As he all said कि हम start करते हैं, but we don't actually active. तो वो भी active नहीं थी. वो she was a beginner and उसको articleship से ही related मुझसे कुछ पूछना था. So in this scenario, if I wouldn't have accepted her request because उसकी profile में कुछ भी नहीं था. She didn't even have a like only 17 connections she was having. But her doubt was genuine and she was not using LinkedIn because हर कोई LinkedIn use नहीं करता. If I wouldn't have accepted, then how her doubt would have been
Yeah.
resolved.
And here one more tip is there. If you are having a specific doubt with I mean, like, with some person, आपको इसीलिए उनको connection request भेजना है. So whenever you are sending invite के साथ you can actually add a note if you are having a question. ये ऑप्शन एक होता है. तो whenever you are sending वो कनेक्शन इसके साथ नीचे क्वेश्चन करो, वो क्वेश्चन करके उतनी दिख जाएगा. मतलब you are accepting the it will actually be very very much beneficial. अगर आपको प्रोफाइल पे कुछ डाउट आया, कुछ भी नहीं है, देन क्लिक ऑन दैट, क्लिक ऑन. अगर थोड़ा एक बार के लिए ऐसे स्क्रॉल डाउन करो, वो पता चल जाएगा. तो वो गेम सब. और
Ayush,
अगर उसके बाद
hello.
सब कुछ अच्छा लगा, भी अच्छा नहीं लगता,
Uh,
तो ब्लॉग.
Hello,
Hi,
Ayush.
Sushil.
Hi, this is Sushil. I would also like to add on this question if you allow me.
Yeah,
Hello.
sure.
So on this part, that whether we would accept all the connection requests, actually for several times it has happened with me. That's why I'm adding here that a lot of person who are engineer or from the lawyer background and their relatives are doing CA. So as you guys know, because most of the participants are aware that I used to guide for articleship and all. So it had happened with me that some engineer seniors were approaching to me that Sushil, if you can guide my younger brother, he's in intermediate, he just cleared intermediate. So I think that it also depends on that whether you are focusing that this connection request will help me, or maybe that connection request will get help from me. ठीक है, तो ये भी एक पर्सपेक्टिव हो सकता है कि आप एक्सेप्ट करो या फिर ना करो. और एक चीज मुझे ये भी लगता है दैट शायद इन लिंक्डइन देयर इज आल्सो सम कनेक्शन लिमिट. तो जिनका कनेक्शन लिमिट बहुत ज्यादा फिल हो गया है, उनको ऐसा लगता है कि नहीं अब मुझे, या कोई स्पेसिफिकली टारगेट कर रहे हैं कि नहीं मुझे इस लोग से ज्यादा बेनिफिट है या फिर मैं उन लोगों को ही हेल्प कर सकता हूँ, तो वो लोग थोड़ा से स्पेसिफिक हो सकते हैं. अदरवाइज मतलब कि एक्सेप्ट कर लेने में आज सच कुछ उतना एक्सट्रीम लेवल का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है.
Exactly.
ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट आई वांटेड टू ऐड ऑन बिकॉज मैनी ऑफ टाइम्स इट हैड हैपेंड विद मी दैट बहुत सारे ऐसे सीनियर है, बहुत सारे जो लॉ के बैकग्राउंड के हैं, दे आर जस्ट कंसल्टिंग मी फॉर देयर रिलेटिव्स बिकॉज दे आर अवेयर दैट आई एम इन्वॉल्वड इन दिस सर्विस लाइन. दैट्स ऑल.
जी. Thank you everyone. इसी पॉइंट पे I would like to end the session. Yes, Aban. बोलो.
I had two small doubts as well,
Yeah,
if you allow
please
me to.
share more doubts in the discussion group because it's already 1 hour 15 minutes in the session, right?
Okay.
So I would like to end this session now. Thank you very much, Muskan and Sai, for joining us again. Right, it was a pleasure having you both in our session, and it was really one of the most interesting session we have had and informative also at the same time. Right, you can join the discussion group from the link shared in the chat box. वहाँ पे अपने query share कर सकते हो. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Ayush.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah.